This passport bros phenomenon, if you don't know, passport bro is a black man who's decided that dating black women in America is too hard for him, so he needs to go out of the country and take his business elsewhere.
So when a black man starts traveling the world in order to find a fitting partner or even a wife, it becomes a problem. Matter of fact, it becomes a crime, because now you have all these women making all these videos circulating all over the internet, and they are talking about these passport bros. And let me tell you, it is not pleasant. They are calling these men broke. They are saying that they are not fit to have a relationship with women from the US. They are saying that these men have low self-esteem and no money, obviously. But when in fact you have white men traveling to other countries for centuries in order to find wives to bring them back to their home country. And nobody says anything. It's crickets. Everybody is minding their business. Honestly, sometimes it seems like that a black man is not supposed to find peace and happiness. And these women always say that they don't care about these men leaving the countries. And if they wouldn't care really, there would not be a single video on the internet. In today's video, we are going to talk about modern Western women and men, yes, I said men, who don't like the passport bro movement, and I'm also going to prove to you how much they are contradicting themselves making these videos. But before we dive in, as usual, thank you all so much for being on my channel, for showing me support and love. It's highly, highly appreciated, but I don't want to say too much now because we have a lot to discuss, so stay tuned.
Here's my opinion on the passport bros. Like, it's all fun and jokes, right? We can joke about it, like, aha, guys going overseas, whatever case is, right? But in the end, it's like, bro, it's just a scarcity mentality to have. I'm just gonna leave America because these girls don't respect me. No, you don't respect yourself.
That's weak.
You know what I'm saying? You know,
No, wrong. Actually, a man does not respect himself, his own boundaries, and his morals and standards if he gives into the modern Western woman's mindset and behavior without at least trying to do better for himself. These men are so sick and tired of that same behavior they get from these women. You take them on a date, all they do is just be on their phone because they need these stories for Instagram. They are entitled, they overvalue themselves, they don't want to put no effort into the relationship, they're disrespectful, they have a foul mouth, they don't want to be supportive, they don't want to be submissive, don't even expect that out of a modern Western woman. That's what these men are sick and tired of. These women are not cooperative, they are combative. That's the difference, which is the reason why these men deciding to go to these other countries, because they know there are women who are raised to be wives. They are beautiful, fit, cooperative, and feminine, and natural. So why not?
either you're gonna boss up and make a girl respect you, or she's not, bro.
That's true.
Just because you going to Mexico or Africa or DR, women there are still gonna be women.
Yeah.
So it doesn't matter whether you're here or somewhere else, bro. If you're not doing what it takes to be a man, she's not gonna respect you. You know.
I wish these people on these podcasts really would stop using these big words such as boss up. Instead of that, elaborate on what they're actually talking about. How is a man supposed to boss up and make a woman respect him? You can't change a woman's mindset. You cannot change her behavior. You can change her actions. And if he's talking about a man having to make a lot of money in order for a modern Western woman to respect him, I'm about to deliver the proof to you that that concept does not always work.
Come on, let's go. You can do it, All that talk you talk, let's do it.
Yeah, shut the up. I ain't like you. I don't need you in the background.
Yo,
talking.
chill,
I need to work out.
chill, man.
I need to work out without you talking. Go
Chill,
somewhere.
calm
Go
down.
to them.
Yo, chill.
She's standing on the foundation that DJ Khaled built the house on with his money, and she's training with the personal trainer that he is paying for just to talk to him like that. I bet you she wouldn't talk to her personal trainer like that. And that's what I mean. Women always say, I'm going to be feminine if the man has enough money. No, you can't. Either you got it or you don't. You cannot turn your femininity on like a light switch. You can't turn it on when the man has money. If you're masculine and your actions are masculine, if you're disrespectful, sweetheart, then that's just what it is. It doesn't mean that you cannot change that. Of course you can, and that there are ways on how you can actually train your femininity. But you would have to start with the basics. So, no. A man's money will never change a woman to be more feminine.
And you know what's crazy? Most of the girls out here that are aware of the passport bros, they don't give a fuck.
Yeah, they don't
Like, they're not looking for those guys anyway, bro. Because the guys that they chasing, they ain't going overseas to find women. Like, they here. And that's a small percentage of men that they're going for. So if you want to go overseas to find a girl, go ahead. They don't give a fuck. Yeah.
Oh, yes, they do. They do care a lot, because if they wouldn't care, they wouldn't be triggered. And if they wouldn't be triggered, they wouldn't make any videos. But most likely, every man who decides to leave America to go to another country, he tells women in his environment or makes a post about it somewhere online. This is the reaction that he would most likely get from these women who supposedly do not care. I don't give a damn! There's also something else that I have noticed about a lot of modern Western nowadays, especially on the internet. They love to hate and they hate to congratulate. That has caught my attention. So when you have a foreign woman celebrating a man from the US on a daily basis or just here and there on her social media platform, they hate it. They're talking about, oh girl, you can go ahead and have that problem. We didn't want him. Take our trash. These women actually go ahead and celebrate it when a man is having a bad experience somewhere in the Dominican Republic or in Thailand. If he gets poisoned, scammed, beat up, something, they're celebrating it. Talking about, oh girl, I told you he's not man enough. Look at him now, laying all up in the hospital looking stupid on social media. That's how these women talk. And of course, I am personally not surprised that these men are leaving these countries and trying to get away from all this negativity. Life's too short to be around negative women.
Dating black women in America is too hard for him, so he needs to go out of the country and take his business elsewhere because the women here are taking advantage of him and we ain't worth nothing no way. So he's got to go get it elsewhere. It has been absolutely hilarious. I wish I could find the video, but I'm sure y'all have seen it. Video of this dude, I think he was in the Dominican Republic, literally saying that back in the day, you could come down here and you would not have to spend a lot of money to get girls' attention. You wouldn't have to spend that much money to court her and whatnot. And now that there have been all of these, an influx of men coming to the Dominican Republic and spending money on them, now they're starting to cost more. He's literally complaining about inflation on women. It has now become too much money for you. Even in the Dominican Republic, you don't have enough money. Is that?
No, that is not it. Actually, it is toxic feminism that is affecting weak-minded women all over the planet. So you can actually go to Greece, you can go to Turkey, you can come to Germany, go to Poland or wherever. You will find women who expect the man to put 100% effort into the relationship, all of his financial resources, without them having to do much in return. You will find these women everywhere, but still there are a good amount of women all over the planet who are willing to work with the man instead of working against the man. But here's the thing, a man who is 35, 45, or even 50 years old, who has financial resources, who is somewhat fit, he will still be able to leave the country, go somewhere else in order to find a partner. Women, on the other hand, they will not be able to do the same. No man from other countries are checking for a modern Western woman who is 45 years old looking for a husband. Matter of fact, it doesn't even look right. So why not actually try to be more feminine in your prime instead of ending up single, bitter, most of them even broke when they're turning 35, 36, 37. Just take me as an example. I was in my prime when I met my husband. I was 18 years old. My sexual marketplace value was literally on 10. I'm saying this because I know this sounds kind of stuck up, but my husband always says I was the hottest thing around. So, and that's what I mean. But I was humble. I was not stuck up. I didn't say, oh, I am just too good for the average working class man, because that's what my husband is. You know, we're not millionaires, but you have all these regular women, these 5s and 6s running around thinking they're 10s because of social media and simps in their comment section, thinking they're too good for the average working class man. When the majority of us are average, but that's what they seem to forget. But those high value men, they're not nowhere to be found either.
All along. The problem is not that you don't want to spend money on women. It's that you don't have enough money, which is what we have been saying all along. A hit dog will holler. If I say that when I'm in a relationship, I want a man to spend money on me, I say it in a room full of men, whatever man raises his hand and says that he shouldn't have to do that, or it doesn't make any sense, or it's not fair, open his wallet up. Open it up, and you will see nothing. You'll see nothing in there, because the men who have the money don't have a problem spending the money. Because when a man likes you, I've been saying this for forever because it is true, When a man really likes you and he's serious about you, he's intentional with you, and he is dedicated to being with you, he wants to take care of you. He wants to spend money on you. He wants to provide for you. So again, the issue was not that we want men to provide for us. The issue was not that we want men to spend money on us. The issue was that you didn't have the money, which again, we all already knew. We already knew that. This is just a glorious, this is a glorious time to be alive. Honestly, it is. Getting to watch this in real time is one of my favorite things about my life currently. It is. I'm sorry.
You see how these women put everything on the man? Oh, the man will spend his money if he's committed. He will spend the money if he will show up, if he is dedicated to you and your relationship. He will take care of you if he is dedicated. Do you see how they put everything on a man? So what do they do in return besides looking good or offering some intimacy from time to time? You think that's enough for a man nowadays? No, men are coming to the realization that they don't have to put up with the madness. They don't have to put up with the fact that they are here to heal these traumatized women. They're not here to take care of another man's children. They're not here so they have to use their financial resources to pay for a woman's bill. You got a lot of women online talking about, oh, I'm not going to give that man the time of the day if he doesn't pay one of my bills. I got bills to take care of. Yes, so what? Aren't you an adult? Aren't you a boss babe? Aren't you supposed to handle all of that and still look fly for the gram? I'm in contact with a lot of passport bros, and they live in Thailand, they live in the Philippines, they live here in Germany. Do you really think that they are worried 1 hour out of their day about what these women have to say? They don't care. They don't look back. They don't worry about these videos. They simply just don't care. They're just living their best life, spending their money on whoever they want to do, and they don't have a care in the world because they're just living their lives. So do not ever get discouraged about videos, about people in your environment, because sometimes it be the closest people to you who just don't want you to improve in certain things. They don't want you to get out the country and do better for yourself. Do you actually know what it means for your self-esteem, for your life, as far as value, how much value another country can bring to your life? You learn a different language, different culture. You learn how to navigate with different currency. Not a lot of people have the chance to experience that. So continue to be great, continue to do you, and make sure you continue to follow your path all the way to your goal. And you also don't have to share your dreams and aspirations and your goals with everyone, because not everybody is going to have the same understanding as you do. Not everybody is going to share the same compassion as you do. They're not going to understand where is this desire coming from for, wanting to go with another country in order to find a possible wife. Because they're going to think, wait a minute, we have so many single women here in America or in any other country, but that should make you think, why are these women single at a certain age with a couple of kids? We cannot put all the blame on men. We also cannot put all the blame on women. But as we can see all over the internet, most of the time it be women who are kind of delusional with unrealistic expectations. That's everything I have for you guys today. I hope you were able to enjoy this video. I know I did. Make sure you give this video a thumbs up. Do not forget to share it with your friends and family. And if you feel like it, leave a comment and maybe even two. I would love to read them. I would love to know what you think about this video. Also, stay tuned for more content. And most importantly, stay safe in these streets and take good care of yourself.